So as we all know, there are the main forms of bending known throughout the nations: fire, water, earth, and air. These are the traditional elements which serve as the foundations to offshoot bending arts, which are far more deadly and require much more skill. To go through the major ones, we have combustion bending, lightning bending, blood bending, healing, spirit bending, lava bending, metal bending, seismic sense, which is sensing vibrations through the ground or through the air for airbenders, flight, and spiritual projection. But what if there could be a new type of bending which used one of the most available resources known to man, a user's very own bones? Yes, that's right. I want to entertain the thought of bone bending, seeing whether or not it would be possible and then seeing what kinds of moves it could have. So in terms of whether or not it's possible, it absolutely is. Some people have tried applying science to Avatar in order to get the bending to have some hard fantasy attached to it, but it's simply not possible to have hard science in Avatar. Any criteria you might set gets broken in the series one way or another, because at the end of the day, bending is what the creators decide. They can add anything they want, allow one type of bender to bend multiple types of material but not others, which seems similar, and that's just how the world of Avatar works. I mean, hey, look at the Legend of Korra. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever, but this is just how it works in universe from the creators. If you do want to look to science, however, some people have attempted to justify calcium as being the thing which allows earthbending inside of the bones, but this has been debunked many times over, and it's clear that there simply isn't a scientific explanation for bending. So if they wanted it to exist, it would simply exist without any science involved. In terms of is it possible given what we know about the Avatar universe, it very well may be, but I don't have the confidence to say that without a shadow of a doubt, this is possible as a specialized skill under earthbending. It could be done, but it may be under a different branch, we just don't know, just like how lava bending was changed to only being able to being used by a fully realized avatar who could bend both earth and fire, to now just being an earthbending subskill. Something similar could happen with bone bending, we just don't know. But in any case, there's actually a character in Naruto who abuses the calcium in his bones to change their growth, density, and flexibility. This guy's name is Kimimaro, and he's going to serve as the basis for physical attacking and defending using bone bending, were it to ever come to the Avatar universe. Some of his main moves are turning his bones into weapons by ripping out parts of his body and transforming them into sword-like melee devices. He also has the ability to shoot out the tips of his finger bones in a shotgun-like attack, although he is capable of firing one at a time with pinpoint accuracy. That's pretty scary. As cool as this is, he can only do it because of his unique bone structure, and his lineage from the Kaguya clan allows him to almost instantly regrow anything he loses. Due to this, it's obvious that your typical bender won't be able to do any of these attacks, but it may be the case that an ancient clan of mystics appears in the world of Avatar and goes on a rampage with their insane durability to the pain that this bending would give them. Additionally, since the density can be shot up to a point where a bone is practically indestructible, it may be possible for someone to, in a final stand, turn their arms into weapons which can't be destroyed in an attempt to kill as many of their attackers as possible. However, as you can tell, all of this is very niche. Well, what about when we start to think of bending itself and how it's done, specifically blood bending? A master bone bender could break, twist, or even entirely disintegrate their target's bones, leaving them defenseless and open to attack. And let's be honest, probably dead. As well as this, it only takes one move on vital bones, such as the spine, in order to ruin someone's life. You can also think of it from a horrible angle: torture. If an enemy is captured, bone bending could be used to force them to talk, with one bone after another being twisted, turned, broken, and finally disintegrated if they don't cooperate. Now, this part is definitely out there, but here's a crazy idea as well: making the dead fight for the living. A true master of bone bending would be able to manipulate the many bones of the body into being pulled and pushed in such a way that they could precisely recreate the natural movements of our bodies, raising the dead in a horrifying way to overpower the living. This would be a form of necromancy, and honestly it would fit in with the mythical and folklorish themes of Avatar: The Last Airbender, so it wouldn't surprise me if we see this in one of the books. And if that does happen, you'll see it right here on the channel, so make sure you hit the subscribe button, leave a like, and thank you so much for watching this video. But as you can tell, this would be a terrifying ability which without a doubt would scar anyone who faced it and lived to tell the tale, which wouldn't be many. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Drop a thank Mr. Iroh if you made it this far, and I'll see you in the next video.